It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. And I want to thank everybody that subscribes to my show all over the world and give me a lot of love. I really appreciate it. On my show, The Legends, today, we have a singer, and she's been around for a while, and we're going to get to know a little bit about her. So on the House of the Legends, we have Javon Marie. How are
Hi,
you today?
everybody.
Welcome to my show, The Legends. So we're going to talk about the
Thank you.
beginning for you. Now, as a child, because usually that's how it happens. You know, when you're at your youth, you discover the fact that you like singing and things of that nature. So my thing is, how did you actually start singing? And how old were
So
you?
I really would have to honestly say this. I started loving to sing as soon as we were doing the nursery rhymes. We were learning our ABCs, and uh, I was always hearing music. My mom played music like country, gospel, pop, everything. And so when I heard it, I felt alive. I felt free. And then I used mimicry, to be honest. I'm going to jump right into it. Like, mimicry is how I learned to really like use my voice and sing. So I would just copy everything that I heard, and I just was excited about music. Just turned me on.
And where are you based from, if I might ask?
Well, I was born in Vallejo, California. It's the Bay Area. It's a little
Hmm.
town. Her, I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's a really big time R&B artist. She's from Vallejo.
Hmm.
E40 rapper Mac Dre, the Confunctions. A lot of
Right.
people
I've
came
heard it.
out of that little
Yeah.
town of of Vallejo. So I'm just adding to the list.
So my thing is, why do they call you Honey? How did you grab that
Oh,
name?
well, you can imagine.
Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, well, you know what? I have to admit I'm pretty sweet. Like, my heart, my core, my nature, my spirit. I'm really sweet. I look at life, I look at people, all kinds, and I feel love, and I really see them. I have the ability to see people and to feel people, and I think that's incredibly sweet. Honey is Honey is also family wise, it's connected to me. My grandmother, my late grandmother, she was affectionately known as Honey.
Hmm.
uh, I favor her. I have this heartbreak uh, thing with her. Like, I feel like I have this incomplete relationship with her because I never really got close to her, and she passed. So it's a way of bringing her to me. And I just think overall, it really fits me. If it's my sound, if it's my personality, honey's strong, it's nutrient, so it's good for you, and it's sweet, and you just mix it with stuff that you like to make it good better.
You know, it's good to have characteristics of all those ingredients to actually, how they say, sum it up to be who you are as being who you are,
Thank
and
you.
that's a good thing. I like that type of confidence, especially when it comes to women that are actually empowered to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
That
which is really
I
cool.
have to say, excuse me, I have to say that we hear about a lot of strong women all the time. We hear
Hmm.
about women empowerment. There's lots of different ways it's showing itself. I just want to make note now that my women empowerment is empowerment, but it's not necessarily coming from the same mindset that we see
Okay,
in the media.
quite
Um,
understandable. Hmm.
yeah, it took me a long time to get the confidence to sit here and say to you or anyone else that, I love myself, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not
Not at all.
egotistical.
Not at
You know what
all.
I mean? It's just straightforward. It's like, look, I'm here for a reason. I know my purpose. I am a good contribution to society, into humanity, and I'm going to own it. And there's nothing I have to, because otherwise I'm not going to fulfill my purpose. And being a strong woman, and when you learn from me, when my influence gets out there, women are going to definitely know the strength is in the unity with the man. So if you're a strong woman and you cannot find a strong man around you or point it out or acknowledge one, then your strength is gone. So I'm just going to bring a whole new twist to this thing to you, just to be honest with you guys.
So, Javon, growing up, who inspired you? What artists did you actually listen to give you that type of energy to actually project yourself as an artist?
I get this question a lot, it's everyone. And I have to say this, I have to say it's everyone I heard. And when I told you that I felt alive when I heard music, it was any music.
Okay.
It because I'm such a spiritual person. I feel what the people had to feel to project the song or
Right.
to
Okay.
tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
So my listening ear is a little bit different from just hearing sounds. It's a lot deeper than that, being an artist myself. So I loved everyone's confidence. I loved everyone's story. I just loved the fact that they used their gift and they used their voice and it sounded good. And it was empowering to me. So I took a little bit, as the computer brain that I have, I just took a little bit of everyone in. But if you need some names, it started with Aretha and gospel artists. I don't even remember their
Mm-hmm.
names because they're just old school. And
Right.
then 'cause my mom, she'll be 66. So, and she kept it traditional. Uh Whitney Houston, then I got really heavy on Mariah, and I got heavy on Aaliyah. I got heavy on Lauryn Hill. Um, I messed with TLC a little bit because it was that time.
Right.
Uh, and then after Aaliyah, I just kind of got stuck on Beyonce for a long time. And but now I like a lot of the girls that are out now.
Mm-hmm.
But when you hear me doing cover songs, or when you see me wanting to pick a song to sing for somebody, it's definitely going to be like oldies but goodies from Motown, like
Right.
some Minnie Riperton, um, some things where you really had to put on a show. You really had to show some. I don't know, I just like the swag of Motown. I liked how
Okay.
classy, very classy but forward. So
Mm-hmm.
we were saying the same things with the same attitude, the same spunk, but just clean, a little bit more clean.
Right.
You know, that's what I like. So
So, do you
no,
actually write your songs or your lyrics, or do you actually produce your songs as well?
I do. I write and produce them, arrange them. Usually, what happens is I'll be my manager will book me a studio time with a producer,
Right.
and we'll have 2 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours, and I've done 12 hours. And what
Okay.
happens is we don't have any, they don't send me a beat prior to that. So I'll go in the studio and I'll listen to some beats and I'll pick them out real fast and
Right.
I'll get to work. I have this is not coming from my own investment
Mm-hmm.
personally a lot of times when I do record. So I'm thinking about really making the best out of the investments, the blessings that other people are giving to me. So I go in there with that heart,
Right.
and I listen to the music, I let it control me, and the words just blast right out. It really just happens. It happens. It's like going to work. It's like going to work and knowing you got to do the job, and that's how we've been functioning from it.
So
And I
let's
and
take,
I love it.
mhm. So let's
It's
take it
so
back. What's the
natural.
first song you ever recorded inside the recording studio?
Did you say the worst?
The first. The
The
first.
first.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Oh, I know. It was called Lies.
Oh, really?
Lies. Yeah.
Okay.
I did it with my brothers, and uh we were actually out here in Vegas when my mom moved us out here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I take that free, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. It might have been some older scenario, but the one that I can remember in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
it was Lies. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the words right now. Lies, that's the way when you talk to me, you try to find a way to get inside my head, but I won't let you. I gotta let you know that I gotta let you go. I was young talking about some
Oh
heartbreak
wow.
stuff. Like, what's
So
going on? Yeah.
Were
Oh,
were
you
they
know?
based on were they actually based on personal situations that was going on with your life or certain
Oh,
things
yeah.
that you really
Yeah.
wanted to just project just to sustain that energy, you know?
hmm hmm
Was it just based
Well,
on that?
yeah. When I make music, it's
Mhm,
coming from me. That's why I think it's so important that I learn how to protect my music and
mhm,
to just really stand in empowerment because I realize selling your soul is not going to you're not getting famous and giving the devil your certificate of your life. It's you're selling your soul because every time you open up and give people what's happening in your emotional state, in your spiritual state, and then you do it in song,
right.
which is even more incredibly intimate and giving of yourself, you're selling your soul. And yeah, I want to make some money off of it, so I'm selling my soul. So um it's definitely my soul. I have done collaborations. I have sang songs from like other people's arrangements and productions, but I
Mhm,
haven't put them on my streaming platforms yet.
okay.
I'm not opposed to them, but I really take pride in writing my own things.
So we're gonna take a little break, Javon, and we're also gonna play your track, um, Less Talk, More Action. So once we're going to actually listen to the track, viewers support her on this. This track is dope. You know,
Thank
go out there
you.
and get all those platforms together and give us some love. So what we're going to do is we're going to play your track, and then we're going to come right back, and then we're going to collaborate on it. We're going to talk about it, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
I need it right now, not later. Give me what I want. Let's talk more action. Give me what I want. I need it right now, not later. Give me what I want. Let's talk more action. See now I'm the kind of lady that wants it right now, not later. Come
really down,
Really down.
playing the games you do.
Someday, someday, everything will be alright.
I know that different people make the world go round.
Because of you, my dreams are coming true.
That erases my rainy day.
Right now. I don't care who's watching.
For whatever the reason there might be.
With your love by my side, the world will be mine. You're the one for me.
We're back. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends, and my guest today is Javon Marie. Hey, Javon.
Hey.
So
Change
let's talk.
locations on you.
So let's talk about this track. Let's talk more action. It sounds like it's more instant gratified. In the sense of saying, "Hey, stop talking. Just give me what I want right now."
Yes. It's not so heavy on the now,
Okay.
but it's a song that anyone can relate to.
Okay.
It really shows the side of us that once, we're kind of intolerant of no. Just give me what I want. I don't want to hear all that. Don't put anything extra. Don't give me the runaround. No manipulation. Just do it.
Mhm.
Because after a while, broken promises, manipulation, dragging things on, it's draining.
Mhm.
It kind of it makes us think, like, it makes us lose hope, like it's not going to happen, you know like, you're playing games now, you're not serious, so I want to be serious with the things that I do, so give it to me. I'm a deserving person, I'm not
Mhm.
a manipulator. um I'm a good woman, so just do what you got to do. Give it to me, don't make me wait.
So was this something that was actually personal to you, or something that actually happened
Yeah,
for you to
like I
project
said
that?
before.
Okay. Okay.
Like I said before, everything I do is personal.
Uh huh.
And let me say this,
Okay.
it can have an essence from my experience.
Okay.
And because I have the mind that I do, and if you guys keep up with me and I'm given the platform where I really just show you how crazy complex my head is.
Right.
It's I'll take that essence and I will build on it like I'm making a movie and imagining all types of scenarios and make a song. But this one
Okay.
in particular, um, I am involved right now, and I really don't have to ask for anything.
I hear you.
so
I hear
it
that.
was I guess it was like, you know, I guess it was just kind of like being in that power, and he doesn't make me feel ashamed for receiving any of what he provides,
Okay.
or you know what I mean. He makes it fun. He enjoys it when I enjoy it, and
Okay.
uh, so it's not like I have to be pushy or rude. But let's talk more action. It can reach more than just material,
Okay.
and
Well,
I would say it's more of a, you know maybe more of like a God, I'm about to tell my business.
well, it's not about the business. It's
No,
knowing
it's just
that.
like even commitment. Like, I
Right.
want give me the commitment, give me the honor and the respect at this level where we're at, wherever we're at, and I,
Right.
I need it right now. I don't want to wait for it. Why? When I'm giving you myself, you give me yourself entirely as well.
Well,
So
it's
it
good
can
to
fit
know.
pretty.
Well, it's good to know that it's receptive on both ends. I guess that's
Yeah.
and that's a good thing.
And yeah, I mean, again, I think that's not enough. It's not being said enough
Mhm.
within the voice from women right now. We have a big platform, and a lot of us still do love the hell out of loving a man. I mean, it's what a lot of us still believe that it's one of the most incredible journeys and feelings you can have in your entire lifetime. And when it happens and when it's great, it's irreplaceable. It's money can't buy it. So
Right.
yeah, it's always, it has to be
And vice versa,
reciprocated.
and
Yeah,
vice versa. I mean, if it's
that's good to know.
emotionality is both on the equilibrium on both parts, that starts a spark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believe there's love at first sight. I mean, I've experienced
Mhm.
something like that at a similarity, and then when I looked at her, it's like you can look at her and nothing else around her doesn't matter because you don't see nobody else but her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the question
Yes.
spark. But the question that I'm going to ask you is, they have a lot of upcoming artists out there right now that's coming up, and can you give us some type of advice, to encourage them?
Absolutely. Uh, I just want them to know some of the truths about this industry.
Hmm.
Uh, it's what you call a pay for play, and what that means is just like your education, you have to fund it in college. You have to fund this music career, and a
Hmm.
lot of times people will say, okay, well, if I went to college and I got a degree already, then I paid for a trade or I paid for a career.
Hmm.
But in the music industry, I went to school for music. I have an AA in music. I just didn't get higher graduates
Hmm.
degree. But it's a pay for play, and if you
Right.
can find someone that believes in you and invest in you,
Hmm.
respect them, honor them, work with them. Um, but otherwise, you have to get your credit straight. You have to keep your finances together. You got to learn how to save and make sacrifices because you're going
Right.
to have to invest in yourself. And your talent is, in my eyes, and a lot of other people who love music, it's very important. It's the main thing.
Hmm.
But you'll learn in this industry that it's not the main thing. What the main thing is the money, and that's any industry that's making a lot of money.
Right.
You're going to have a lot of middlemen, and you're going to have a lot of loopholes and manipulation. So, you know, it's not to discourage you, because if I would have heard it in my young mind, I would feel a little discouraged
Hmm.
because I'm not a street thug, manipulator or fraud or street walker or
Right.
anything, or haven't used men. I've lived a pretty, straightforward life. So I don't have the tools to show you how to get your way up to through the
Hmm.
streets. You're going to take the stairs if you follow me. And that's just basically stick to your craft. Your job is to be a singer. If
Hmm.
you're a singer and you get on stage and you don't sound like you're recording, then you're not singing, honey. And that I don't tolerate that. I don't respect it, even though the industry is the way it is today. I'm never changing what I believe.
Right.
So get on your business and stick to your craft. If you got to have all those hours of putting in, I put in a lot of hours constantly singing
Hmm.
every day, everywhere I go. I use my gift. So you got to continue to use your gift, and then you have to understand the business. You want to
Right.
make money in the business, you got to understand the music and the business, because it's the music business. And it took me a long time to get that.
Well, you
I'm
know
still
what?
learning.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being so candid
Yeah.
about that and
You asked
speaking up.
me you asked me what I would
Well,
say to the
speaking
people.
up for what you really believe in, and that's very
Yeah.
important. And I hope that my viewers get something out of that as well. Javon, are you writing for other people as well as yourself?
No, but I would love to.
Okay.
I have a lot of different characters inside of my mind.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's some things that I don't want to say and that I don't want to promote, but I probably would let somebody else do it.
Oh, wow. Getting the message across, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, if they want to, there's some crazy things inside of my head, and probably
Right.
some things, some kind of lifestyles that I can imagine, but I wouldn't want to live.
All right. So let's talk about some current events. What you got going on that's going to that you need the viewers to know about what
Right
Javon is
now is,
actually getting ready to do, futuristically now, and
yeah.
let them know what's going on with you.
Well, let's see. As far as shows, I'll be in LA on September 15th.
Mhm.
And if you guys want to see that flyer, you can go right to my Instagram right here on the screen for Javon Marie. And
Mhm.
I post all of my event flyers. I like to give it about a week. So you guys have a week in advance to see what I'm doing. But other than that, I'm making new music all the time. I'm actually headed to LA tonight to make some new music with a hot producer named Rico. Uh, and I got an EP on the way.
All
I got
right.
an EP on the way, and we are
Okay.
working on Let's Talk More Action music videos. So I'm really excited about that.
Mhm.
So everyone can look forward to an EP with new music and visuals for a lot of the music that's already out there.
So your EP, did you write and produce most of the stuff that's on there, or?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Um,
When I
anybody?
sign, when
Huh?
I sign, when I sign, if I
Uh,
sign, then it'll be a whole lot of co-writers, I'm sure.
okay,
But right now, while I can do it myself, I'm going to do it myself.
that's great. It's been a pleasure, and I mean a pleasure to actually be conversating with you on my show.
Like,
Um, I want to tell everybody to get out there and support this sister because she has a brand, and I want everybody to go out there and support her on her music. Hit her up on her website, talk to her, converse with her. Make
yes.
her feel wholesome. Things of like that. It's been a pleasure to have you on my show, Javon. And
Thank you so
come
much.
back again. Come back again. Futuristically, I'm not going anywhere. So come on back on the show. Let's talk about more of Javon Honey Marie. Okay. And this has been another T-Lo video production. And you guys stay tuned for another episode. Y'all guys have a nice one.
For the love of house,
The dynamic
for the
soul
love of
sounds
beats,
of
for the love of
DJ
dance.
Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe. DJ Tyrone Lowe.
That's nice, 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 nice,
DJ Tyrone Lowe. The dynamic soul sounds of DJ Tyrone Lowe.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house. It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.